Okay, my friends, my anak kids, to everybody right here on my Facebook. Okay, this is right now the time for me to tackle about the idea or about the issue or about the topic, which is which would you prefer, to make other people happy or to make you happy? Okay. I want to start with about the experiences I had, okay? Bakit mas inuna ko ang ibang tao more than anything else, more than myself, in terms of helping, okay? In terms of helping, and that was the reason why I have lost everything, in terms of my financial thing, in terms of my wealth, in terms of my everything, okay, that you could ever imagine about material things, I should say. All right, but for me, because I've already experienced all those things, I've been up there, I had everything. Any person that he or she would really possibly dream of, I already had it. But was I really happy when I had everything right there? No. Just like I said, my life was empty, and I was still longing for a freedom that I could ever do everything, okay? And of course, it doesn't matter if I was having all this money, because, you know, I did have my own wealthy husband, and I did have my own money as well in terms of my career and stuff like that. But in terms of me enjoying my wealth, I was very, very limited, okay? He had limited me where I could associate myself, where I could go, where I could sleep, where I could what I could eat. Everything was in control, okay? So for me, it didn't matter if I really wanted to be successful at that point, because I thought that being successful is what's making me happy. Because, you know, who never dreamt about being successful in life, especially when you were still young? Of course, you know, I thought the easiest way for me to get young is to get somebody who would marry me, a very, very wealthy person who would marry me, and I did, as a matter of fact. And then I thought that was it. And of course, to have my own passion, to have my own career, being in the showbiz industry. But I mean, if you were actually with somebody who would control you and who would dictate you, who would manipulate you, or you don't have your own freedom to do everything that you wanted in order for you to be happy, and then of course, life was just so empty. Okay, so just like what I said before, I was very rich, and of course, because I was having a partner in life, so everything was distributed to what is for me, what is for you, something like that. So what was for me is this, now the story, okay? Because for me at the time, my priority was to make people happy. And of course, you know, I never regret about making people happy, because for me, my experiences really gave me a lot of lessons in life. It didn't matter if I really had to do mistakes all over and all over and all over again, because I thought that helping or giving or sharing were the things that were really making my life happy. And then of course they really did, especially in terms of helping out the needy, especially helping out the hungry, the children, everybody on the street, you know, homeless people and stuff. So everything that I've done in terms of helping them, it was really such a great pleasure for me doing so, and I never regret about those things. But in terms of helping other people, especially when they really needed me, and then they were just trying to fool me in terms of money and stuff like that, or certain businesses that I would say that, oh yeah, you have to do this because, you know, you can make a lot more money out of this and stuff like that. And of course, for me, just to be able to let them be pleased of coming to me, and I just didn't know how to say no to everyone before who would come to me. So I think that was my biggest mistake, and I regret those, okay? Of course, you know, for me, helping them, probably it really made them happy about it, but I thought in the other way around, what was it for me? Was I happy doing it? They were happy because they fooled me. They were happy because they really won over me in terms of what was their purpose, what was their goal, was it really something that could really benefit me? No, it wasn't, okay? Especially those people who have really tricked me in a lot of businesses, in a lot of offers, in a lot of things that, you know, I was just very, very careless at that point. And of course for me, because I had abundant of everything at that time, so it didn't matter to me until such time that I realized that, oh my God, now, so what now? Okay, now I don't have anything anymore, so what am I gonna do? Can I be able to go back to them and then say, hey, right now I am the one who is really in need, so can you please help me? Well, I did some to my relatives and some friends that I have always helped before, that in terms of each time that they would need me, each time that somebody is sick, each time that they would really need something financially or some material things that they know that I'd be able to give, and then I was always there for them. But the time that I really needed it, and then they would say, okay, yeah, we will help you, and then but you have to wait till tomorrow, and then the next day, and then for the third day, until wala pala, until I realized there's really nothing that they really want to give it to me. So of course, you know, it really feels very disappointing at that point when I realized that now that when I don't have anything anymore, then I have nobody who would really care. Okay, so it's not really bad if you would be able to help in order to be to have other people happy, but you have to choose who are these kind of people. You have to choose in what situation it is. Are this really the kinds of people that when you help and then you can get the benefit that it can really make you happy in return? I mean, it may not be some money in return, but at least the happiness that you have helped them, and of course they really appreciated it, especially to all those people who are really in need, or to those people who are really hungry, just like what I've given before, you know, what I've shared to you on YouTube. You know, I'm so glad that I do have those in order to show it to you guys, and that's the reason why right now that I don't have anything, at least makapal ang mukha ko na maghingi, because I am capable of showing to you that bakit wala ba akong karapatan. Well, in fact, I am the one who used to be giving everything before. I used to be a great example for everybody. I was using all those in order to be an instrument para tularan ng ibang tao. So why can I be able to ask also? Diba? Kahit sino, for example, ikaw kung wala kang naibigay sa for example, your family. Kung wala kang naibigay, wala kang na-contribute, pagkatapos ikaw yung nawalan, and then pupunta ka doon, meron ka bang kapal mukha na mag-ask na, sandali lang, bigyan nyo rin ako, kasi at that time na meron ako, binigyan ko kayo. So of course, it depends on them kung sila ay may utang na loob, and then of course, they're gonna give you back, di ba? They're gonna give you back. Pero, kung ikaw yung tao, wala namang na-contribute, and then all of a sudden, ikaw pa yung malakas ng loob, o kaya malaki, o kaya makapal ang mukha, para sabihin ay, hey, pahingi, or whatever, while in fact, you've never even contributed any. See, ganun din ang Diyos. Diba? Malakas ang loob ko na humingi. Bakit? Because I know I deserve it. Because I know that I have given the blessings of God before, and I was willing to give it freely. And now that I am the one in need, and then God will provide. And now I am knocking at doors. I am knocking at the right people. I'm knocking at hearts. And of course, not every people that I knock is willing to give their hearts or willing to open their hearts to me. But there's always somebody right there. So, sa lahat ng, for example, if I have knocked 100, for example, I got 5,000 here, for example, I got 5,000 friends on Facebook. I've knocked at everybody's door. Ilan lang yung nakasaad dyan, nakasulat dyan, sino lang yung nag-open their hearts. See, that's a great example. So, it may not be everybody that you have knocked at would be able to help you, would be able to support, or you would be able to understand your situation, but at least when you knock, there's always going to be there who's willing to entertain, to open their doors, to give you what you need, especially the blessings that God wanted to give to you, because we believe that God is everywhere. We believe that God is in us. And of course, every spirit that lives in everybody's life or in everybody's body, for example, that's the Spirit of God. And once that Spirit will knock at your heart and would say, hey, open your door because Mystica is knocking. And of course, once you feel the Spirit of the good Lord or the Holy Spirit, unless the Holy Spirit is not there, but the spirit of the bad or the evil would say, hey, no, don't give. And then of course, sinasabi ng spirit of the bad would say, hey, don't, because if you do, and then wala ka ng pera, whatever, well, you have to understand that money is a blessing coming from God, because God has the power to take it away from you. Katulad yung mga iba, they cannot even give a certain amount, di ba? Katulad yung si Mare SEPHINE OBUSA, or si Maria THERESA Tolentino, Maria THERESA Tolentino. I mean, these are the people na kahit magkano lang ibigay nila, and I really do appreciate that much, kasi it is the thought that really counts. Yung nakapagbigay sila, at nakita ko talaga yung effort nila na nakapagbigay sila. Maliit man o malaki, well, hindi ko talaga tinitingnan ko, ito lang yung nabigay niya, ito lang yung na-contribute na. No, just the fact na effort, nag-sacrifice na nagpadala si Miss SEPHINE OBUSA, ang kumare ko, kasi sabi niya na, kumare, Mare, pasensya ka tala, ito lang kaya ko. Mare, sabi ko, that's already equivalent to malaki na, kasi it's just the fact that hindi mo ako nakalimutan more than those people na nagpangako sila, pero wala naman, di ba? Yung iba pa nga, they said, well, I don't really believe that you're Mystica unless you really wanted to show through a video call, and then that's the time I'm going to show it to you. Well, nakailang video calls na sila para lang patunayan at ipakita sa mga kasama nila na sila raw ay mag-ambag-ambag ng pera, and at the same time, ako naman, well, I was able to show myself to everybody just to prove themselves na talagang ako nga si Mystica. And then, yung pala, pinaglaroan lang pala niya ako. And then, all of a sudden, nung hindi na ako nagpapakita on video, because I was expecting magpadala na siya, and then all of a sudden, hindi nagpadala kasi hindi nga naman nila nakuha ulit yung video call. Well, I am sorry, okay? I am sorry. I am a person that if you really wanted to help, if you really wanted to support, if you really wanted to, kahit sinong artista na kumukuha ng mga sponsorship, hindi sila uto-uto, sabihin nila na, sige magpakita nga, o kaya, sige, can we invite you, or ganito. Hindi, dahil in every sponsorship, meaning to say, we are talking about business, in terms of acknowledgement, in terms of, yung malaki acknowledgement na, kung may business man kayo, or just a personal acknowledgement, actually, it means a lot already. Kasi nga naman, I am so proud na itong mga tao na ito, ay mga tao talaga na meron silang sariling prinsipyo, and their principle is, give support, diba? Kasi once you show your support, means to say you are acknowledging, you are appreciating. Meaning to say, they are appreciating me kung ano man yung mai-contribute ko. Kung itong Real Talk with Mystica, because I'm contributing something that is really very, very, it benefits a lot of people. So, katulad ni Matthew CONRAD, or Sister FILA CHASTEL, because she believes that I am a great person in terms of loving animals. Kaya nga sabi niyo, nakita niyo yung naka-fur ako. Well, as a matter of fact, David ILAGAN, yung yung kumukuha sa akin na papunta sa States, he was the one who chose that one, yung naka-fur ako. It wasn't me, so it wasn't really he really put that picture. It just happened that he chose that picture, and I do believe that yung mga fur na yun talagang kinuha nila out of the animal skin. So maraming mga tao na they're really against that. Well, ako din, kaya nga I realized na nung sinabi niyang ganun, kasi nakakaawa yung mga binabalitan nila ng buhay, kinukuha yung mga skin just to make a fur out of yung mga skin nila, ganun, para magkagawa lang sila mga fur coat, ipagbebenta ng mahal, mga ganun-ganyan. And then I realized, oo nga mo, skin talaga ng animal ang mga yun. And when I was in the States, when I was in another country, and of course, I was very, very into buying all this expensive stuff like that. Kasi kala ko, wow, astig ganun eh. Pero right now, I can always be simple. I can always choose kung ano yung gusto ko. It doesn't matter if it has to be not that expensive. Kasi kahit nga ba naka Louis Vuitton ka, kahit nga ba naka Gucci ka, kahit nga ba naka Ferrari ka or whatever, and then paglingon mo sa iba't ibang nasa paligid mo, and there are a lot of people, a lot of beggars, a lot of hungry, a lot of... Are you happy? Well, I've already experienced all those things. I had everything. I was driving around with a nice Jaguar E-Type, and of course a sedan or Expedition, or everything na na marami akong nagiging nakita niyo naman yun sa videos ko on YouTube. I mean, it's not, I don't have to brag them, but I mean, I had everything, okay? I've been there, I've done that. But well, I mean, temporarily, I had experienced all those, but did they really make me happy? No. For me, giving and sharing and providing something that other people would appreciate, unless yung people na yun ay they really take advantage of you for their own interest, is not something that it could actually benefit you. So that's what I'm saying right now. Before you help, before you give out something to others, make sure that this would this really benefit me? Kasi akala ko that time just to give out, sige, basta everybody happy, everybody. But in return, did they really make me happy? No. Because at the end, I realized that they just took advantage of me. They just used me, diba? Pero if I would help other people in terms of giving some money or whether they really do appreciate, especially those people that really need it, you know, at na-feel ko talaga na every time that I will give, and talagang sobrang ang sarap ng feeling, meaning to say, those are the times, those are the chances that you are really giving something. But instead of just giving them happiness, they are giving you happiness as well in return, in terms of what you feel. Okay? Hindi katulad mga iba na, okay, I'm giving just to make you happy, pero what is it for me? Niloko mo lang ako. Minsan kasi, sometimes we are just, we are great victims, di ba? Alam mo na, niloloko ka, nagpapabiktima ka. Well, I'm one of those. And I don't keep it as a secret. I'm always proud to say na, okay, I've done that, but I am acknowledging it, that it was really a mistake. It was something that I'm not really comfortable of, you know, giving it, but then para lang matapos na, para lang mapagbigyan ko na, but then I realized na antang ako, di ba? Parang ganun eh. So, before you do something, you have to make sure, what would it benefit me? Would this make me really happy? Pero kung alam mo na niloloko ka na and willing victim ka pa, and then of course you would ask yourself, would this really make me happy? And if the answer is no, and then don't, okay? So, I would suggest that whatever makes you happy, it's either by giving and getting something in return, yung feeling na na-appreciate, because that's already happiness. You always have to think first, would this give me a benefit? Would this make me happy? Would this give me something that can really give me a great benefit in return? It's not materially, but something about in terms of spiritually, or in terms of if it's really something that emotionally can give it something, can contribute for your own happiness as well. So that's really very important, okay? So before you help, you have to think first, would this benefit you? Because it is true, sarili mo muna. Okay? You have to think about yourself first if it really benefits you. Okay? I'm not saying na sarili mo muna puro you tas you're not helping. No, hindi ganun eh. Sarili mo muna in terms of if you help, would that benefit you? Would that makes you happy? Would that gives you a pleasure? Yun ang sinasabi ko. But I'm not saying na huwag kang magbigay. Okay? Because the essence of love is giving and sharing and understanding. Okay? Providing something that you know that it could benefit you because you have helped that person, especially when it is really temporary that you have helped and you